Hello there, fellow craftspeople. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Going Medieval Oak Brethren, Episode 9, Assembling the Keep's Workshop. Alright, everything is getting hauled down here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to shrink the zone here. I'll keep like a path that is not littered full of stuff. So the current priority is to stock, move the storage, and then afterwards you guys want me to build a workshop. I'm going to go deconstruct this storage altogether, because we're not storing anything over here anymore. And yeah, we just have to wait. It's a lot of moving. So I'm going to set everyone to highest priority haul. What do you guys end up researching? I forget. Voting on. Oh, the infirmary. That's right, that's right. Well, we're still waiting on the 45 books for that, or chronicles. I must say this is filling up quick, but of course a lot of those books will probably end up in a library at some point, which will free up a lot of space. Having the, imagine the loud metal boots on the roof of my colonists' living area. How annoying that's gonna be. Damn it, keep it down up there. Keep thumping around. Corpses are almost all cleared. And I'm building the support pylons for the second floor. Need to dismiss trader mod? Yeah, I mean, they're fine. Yeah, whatever. I don't really care that they hang out. There's not a filth mechanic in the same way that RimWorld has, where, like, traders are actually ruin the floors and whatnot. Eat your meals, even. RimWorld trade hits a bit different as a result. So the third floor is going to be the workshop. It's a hell of a lot of space for a workshop. I might incorporate 2 of the corners for bedrooms. So these 2 corners, 1 floor up, become bedrooms. Oh, I'm missing a wall here, aren't I? Penalty for the Oak Brethren Temple being underground? No, there wouldn't be really any penalty. The game doesn't really care if you're subterranean or not. There's not that much of an advantage. There might be a temperature difference, but that's about it. So I'm prepping this area for the workshop, but I still want to haul everything to storage. So that's going to be the highest priority. So I'm only going to start the workshop once this is cleared of stuff. The other thing I could do is to move things like the Operathron Shrine into the inside. Just as convenience. I think the last body is getting burned up now. Yep. Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to go ahead and commit to building 2 bedrooms on the workshop floor, because I'm sure inevitably I'm going to require them. As our population grows. And they're going to just match the same footprint as the floor below. What I might end up doing is having like a balcony on it, though. And sometime in the far future, I can spruce things up to have like actual proper balconies and the like. I think that it's out of scope for the project I'm working on right now, but it could be something we consider in the far future once most of the vital infrastructure around the base is built. And I also just realized it's not the same size, because this bedroom should come out this way. So I will fix that. This bedroom is smaller than it ought to be. Right? Or no. No, because it's symmetrical in a different No, it's correct. Because there is an equivalent there. Okay. No, well, no, hold on. Brain hurty. No, I was right. It is wrong. This bedroom is... Well, okay, the problem is I'm doing symmetry in like a bunch of different ways. So maybe I don't try to have it be perfect, because it's not going to be perfect, because basically these two are symmetrical and these two are symmetrical, but there's not like this isn't the axis of symmetry. So this doesn't actually need to be all that symmetrical from what is below. At the end of the day, as long as they have a bedroom, I don't really care. So I think what I'll do in this case is have the bedrooms on this floor be symmetrical to one another, but not worry about the bedrooms below. So this is a wall into one, and then a window, and then a door. So these 2 bedrooms are symmetrical to one another. Yep. And then the rest of this floor space will be the workshop. And again, this is just so that we can ensure that there's somewhere to put for population growth. And then I'm adding these arches here to support the stability that of the structure that I'm currently building. Suffering from cold. Manic is suffering from cold, but he has warm clothing. Maybe he's just suffering from midlife cold. Turn 50 is like, oh, achy bones. All of a sudden. Like it happens in RimWorld. Where like, you randomly get some sort of like dire health condition on a birthday. Happy birthday! Here's heart failure. That's how it'd be sometimes. So the requirements for a workshop. Let's make sure that we fulfill them. It must have an armorer's table, a bowyer's table, a blacksmith forge, a woodworking bench, a stonemason, or sewing station, at least one of them, and 2 tool shelves with no shrines or entertainment structures. The other thing is, I'm gonna guess an open floor, like, it shouldn't be open to the well, because it won't be an enclosed room. So it is going to need... I might actually move where the doors are. So that I can change the flooring. So the doors into these are going to be here instead. And the reason for that is so that I can build a wall like this. And then have a door there. And a door here. And then the rest of this can be all walled in. Because we don't want it open to the well. It won't be an enclosed space. Yeah, I know about the stairs up. So what I think I'm going to do is have stairs up inside of the workshop. Because I don't necessarily need to have it spiral all the way up. It would be faster, though, if, of course, the stairs were here. Actually, that's not even where the stairs have been going. Their stairs have been like that. If that's the case, I could probably accommodate for it. But I'll just have to nudge things around yet again. So much trial, so much error. I could have the entryways to these bedrooms be inside the workshop. That would absolutely solve some problems. So then I wouldn't actually have to worry about where the doors go. So I think that I'll go with that route. And then these stairs can be on the outside like that. Might move things around even more again. That could be our workshop. I think this workshop isn't necessarily going to hold a ton of volume, which is my only concern, right? There's a finite amount of floor space, but if I have to have other workshops on other floors, that's fine. So if that's the case, I can actually put the doors back where I had originally had them. Because this design allows for that. And then doors into the workshop area here. And here. And then probably windows. Maybe what I'll do is this will be the first case where I'll incorporate a double window. So we got windows and workshops. And I'll do double windows in the inside too. Some nice breeze. We don't get minor lung or whatever. Oh, come on. There we go. Workshop floor. Yes, this should be a wall, you're right. Okay, I might have made some errors in laying this out. Can fix them in subsequent iterations if that's the case. I'm gonna move the smelter out of there for now and let them get going on this project. I think Growing Medieval is definitely one of those games where, like, if you constantly fiddle with things, you'll never get anything done. At least that's my experience, so to that end, I will try to keep from the constant fiddling. More goats. So the reason I haven't been naming these new goats is I think it's very likely we sacrifice them, but I guess I can give them names. Just don't get it too attached to your goats. Because we have a lot of them, and eventually we're not going to need more goat milk or whatever. Alright. At the moment, clay is my bottleneck. Have we moved out of the old... No, not quite. So we haven't quite moved out of the old storage area. There's still a few extraneous random things on the ground. But for the most part, it's all out. One of the issues about wintertime is it's a little annoying to try to mine clay in the winter, because I can't actually see where it is all that easily. It's like playing Battleship or something. Oh, and we have a cold snap. Okie dokie. I'm gonna be blue now. So all we have yet to move is like a few sticks. Oh no, it's moved. Okay, so now that it's formally moved, the current priority is build a workshop. So the bedrooms that we have are like temperate-ish. They're not all that warm, but they're warm enough that we're probably not going to die. We do have the new well. So the wall that we've got on this floor is working, which is good. Doing the aesthetic changes for the floorboards. If I could click the floorboards. There we go. And how close are we to infirmary? Still 31. That's because of super high priority jobs. Okay. We'll change that around. I'm going to reduce haul to 3 and see how that works. Allowing people to pick their own. Like, not to override their work priorities. It is pretty cold out. 9 Fahrenheit. Or 7 Fahrenheit? Like negative 12 Celsius-ish. And some of the people that are out here are going to be suffering from the cold. That's, like, really, truly not surprising. The question here... Oh, what is on your headset? The boar headpiece? So that gives you a 5 Fahrenheit. What does a cap give? 5? Alright, what I think I want to do now is... I'm thinking about overriding what he's allowed to wear. So caps should be not flimsy. Oh, this is the default profile. Alright, winter hats. So I want it to be good and maybe like... We'll do the same as RimWorld. Good and not tattered. And we'll say caps only. Caps, hoods, headscarves are fine. And I'll probably, as I analyze... Oh yeah, we're immediately dropping some of them. Our villagers' needs, I'll just constantly be modifying their wearing requirements anytime I see something off. So the caps over here, one of the issues of do until you have, I don't believe, unlike RimWorld, it doesn't have a quality driver behind it. So what we would need to do is dismantle forever, and then allow everything that is... Oh, let me drag that. There we go. Everything that is flimsy or sturdy. So the reason why flimsy and sturdy is flimsy and sturdy stuff is like low quality and makes them upset, bearing some personality traits. So anything flimsy and sturdy will get dismantled for cloth. That way the caps that should not be worn get dismantled. And then I'm going to duplicate that again. And then this one is going to be anything that is, let's say, superior and under that is damaged, also is dismantled for cloth. So the flawless stuff, I'll keep no matter what their hit points. Alright, we've got some goats here. So I think it's Rose and Boyo that need to be named, and Sunny. We've got a Fengrax. We've got a Nabla, which is... and then a Creek. So we have 2 Creeks. I'll name the other one Zoshi. There. Less confusing. Food is going down. One thing I might want to consider, I have mostly goats, I have a few sheep, but making... Oh, Frozen, happy birthday. Making more room for the sheep by culling the goats. That and like... The goats I have are all super inbred now. So I'm going to slaughter... Let's say Emily and who are the oldest ones? I want to slaughter the oldest. Sakura, Emily are the oldest? Yeah. So that's who's going first. Ready to go down to the altar? Fortunately, I don't have access to that just yet. But maybe sometime soon. I like the well buckets On the bottom floor, you can just see them, like, chilling. And I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of, like, suffering from cold warnings over and over and over. It's just, it's a cold snap. It's bound to happen. Our stick supplies is still pretty strong. And as long as there's a warm room... So right now the bedrooms are, like, above freezing. As long as there's some warm rooms, they'll be fine. Now the other thing is the jobs... The tailoring job that I have for here... should be tackled by Ravac. Or rather by Zent. Because Zent is our tailor, I think, right? Yeah, Zent's our tailor. So he's making sure that everyone has the hats we need. Breaking down the hats that shouldn't be worn and making sure that we supply the hats that we do. Why not sacrifice them? I don't have an altar, and I don't have a temple. But I do have hungry people. So. Nav is like, dude, it is cold out here. Yeah, I know. I know. Their clothing is rated to, like, about negative 24, 24, 30, 24, 30, 24. So if they're wearing caps, they're rated to 24. If they're not wearing caps, it's rated to 30. So it's almost warm enough to be outside. Almost. But Zent's fixing that, making sure that the caps and winter clothes that shouldn't be worn are getting dismantled, and then we're replacing them. So you can see, like, this cap, for instance, is one that was too low hit points, so we discarded it for that reason. I really don't like trying to find clay this way. But whatever, as long as we have enough of it mined up, we'll keep building. I would say 2/3 of the walls needed for this project are already done. And I really like the double windows. They look real nice. Although it's winter, I'm definitely going to have them closed. Ooh, Viking hit 20 mining, nice. Alright, got it. There are polecats that are trying to eat our slaughtered goats. So, stockpile. I'm gonna have a dumping stockpile here. Actually. I'm gonna put it in the, all the way down in the root cellar. And this will be butchery. And this is, for carcasses only that are animal. Very high priority. And that way we don't butcher or slaughter rather, our sheep and then have them lay out here to rot. I thought I had a stockpile like that already, and clearly not. That's my mistake. And Viking, you take the other one. If I can click it. And this will keep polecats and wolves from trying to steal their food too. Where the hell did you bring it? Where are those corpses? I saw them haul it. Where'd they go? Full snap ended? Oh, that's nice. I don't see them in this stockpile. I don't see them in here. Did we somehow shove them on, like, pantry shelves? Anyone know where those corpses went? I'm so confused. I think what I'll do is in the morning I'll queue someone up to butcher the corpses, and I'll figure out where they go fetch the corpses from, because I'm not rightly... Oh, they put it out here. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Alright, Kadath. No empty stockpile. Okay, there's some issue with this here. Carcass for... Oh, I misclicked. I meant no humans in there, and I made it for humans only. There, we fixed it. Alright, Frozen Kadath. Go fix my mistake. And sorry to wake you up. Yeah, this is where we used to have our butchery. So they put it in the old butchery zone. Where are you going? Look, the wolves are going to be eating our animals. You gotta move them. There we go. Okay. Problem solved. I was wondering about that. Ooh, Kadath's hitting 35 construction. Nice. Not too many walls left to be built. Once we're done building the edge walls, I'll fill in so that the corners are better insulated. And it looks like clay tile production rather, is keeping up with demand. That's good. We're almost through winter. And we have 285 food left. And that's without fishing or really hunting. We slaughtered some of the critters we had access to, but that was about it. Alright, how's tailoring? Everyone's wearing a cap, I think? No, Manic isn't. And Viking isn't. So why is that? There must be caps down here that are fulfilling the tailoring queue, but somehow aren't good enough? Or haven't been dismantled yet. As it says, do until we have... So the game thinks I have the caps. I think what is reasonable is when I have a workshop, we'll have high priority stockpiles for these things. So that I can keep track of the spare gear and the like. there's the butchery. Yeah, I can't for the life of me spot any caps down here. So I'm not sure where they put them. Okay, there we go. All of the needed walls are done. So now we're gonna double layer up the corner pieces, and then I'll slap a roof on, and then move the production facilities in here, and mark this project down as done. I just saw... Yeah, okay, so Zent just made a cap, so I think what happened was there was some slated for dismantling that just hadn't been dismantled yet. Oh, that shouldn't have two doors. So all the walls are done. Or almost all the walls are done. I might need some support ribs for stability, and I'll fill those in as needed. And then I'll probably need to cut down some more trees, because I imagine wood demand's going to be rather high. So there's some... It's weird that it's not symmetric, but there's some spots that aren't supported enough for that, which is fine. I suspected that to be the case. And I knew I was going to need to cut down trees and build the support beams for it. Okay, I just queued up a ton of trees to be cut down. Still not at 45 Chronicles. That's taken a while. Kadath just turned 37. He's got 1 foot in the grave now. Maybe, maybe, maybe. So one of the ways to support the floors, I'm thinking, I'm gonna need to move some banners around, and then put some more beams up on the bottom floor. Because I think the Great Hall is causing some instability in this section here. Easily fixable. And then some of the bedrooms might need beams of their own. Clay brick production needs to continue to keep up with demand. It isn't yet, so I'll just keep digging out clay wherever I can find it. Make sure that we have enough bricks for all of this massive undertaking. That is a lot of dung. That's only 13. That's actually not that much. Even to make one done brick, it costs like 20. Alright, so there's lots of support beams over there. might move this banner over and put more beams. Basically, just really well-supported roof so that we can keep building a tower without too much stability issues. As long as every previous room is, like, very stable, we'll be able to build up without issue. Now, there is a caveat there. There is a risk. And the risk is, in the case that we come under siege from siege equipment and they bust out some sort of weight, some sort of important support structure, that would be a problem. But we can hope that that doesn't happen. Thank you for tuning in to Going Medieval Oak Brethren, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow druids.